This is what I actually buy for myself for home, appliances, clothing and fashion, beauty and skincare. And every year we actually put together a mega list of all the brands that I really love that are worth the actual sales, because not everything is worth it. We just want you guys to also be able to make intentional decisions and get the best discounts and deals. So it's shop smarter, not harder. Hope you guys enjoy. Let's jump in. Welcome to my closet. So I follow, the capsule closet essentials, which is pretty much everything can be mixed together. You don't have to think too much about it because year in and year out, it's kind of just like classic pieces that never go out of style. So for me, this is a good time to kind of upgrade anything that I've noticed I wear a lot of within my capsule closet. So I will look for coats and jackets. Jeans are a really good one, sweaters, especially wool or cashmere ones, and shoes. So I've added all the brands that I typically look for on our master sheet. They're normally between like 30% at least. And then where I've also found really great deals over the years is actually department stores. Sometimes the department stores run better deals on actual brands than the brands themselves. So Nordstrom Rack, Bloomingdale's, and Macy's. Oh my gosh, Macy's has some of the best promotions, discounts, and deals that I've ever seen on fashion and, clothing and shoes. So let me first just share with you my favorite jean brands. There are 3 that I live by. I am a jean connoisseur because jeans and a top are my year-round uniform. That's all I wear. I look for soft denim, comfy denim, but very sturdy, and it will last for years. But I don't want to spend $1,000. So the 3 brands that I live and die by for jeans are Levi's, Rag & Bone, and American Eagle. So for Levi's, they have 1,000 different styles, but I stick to 3. They're the ribcage straight ankle, the ribcage wide leg, and the cinch baggy jeans. They're almost like a mom jean and a straight jean all together. So the ribcage just means it is high-waisted and it hugs a little bit more of that stomach area. And for petite girls like me, I like to extend my jeans so that it covers kind of like up to the belly button and is a little bit high-waisted because it extends the length of your legs. So I'm like average height. I'm not tall, but my legs, they can look short if I wear kind of just like waist height pants. So the rib cage and the cinch Levi's line is perfect. It wears great over time. Like I've literally never had to throw away my Levi's jeans. I've had them for so many years and they come in a bunch of different colors, washes. Just if you guys are curious, I am a size 25 in Levi's. The second jean brand is Rag & Bone. The only downside is that they are more expensive, but they are almost the softest denim I have ever put on my body. It doesn't even feel like I'm wearing jeans. And right now they have a collaboration called Rag & Bone with the Miramar, where it's kind of like a denim print, but it's even softer. It's not real denim, but there's a denim print. Love that. The third one, probably most affordable and deliciously soft, is American Eagle. I love their denim. They have this specific cut that I've discovered. It's called the stovepipe style, which I haven't seen in any other brand, but it's essentially a straight leg baggy denim. And it fits so well. I could live in these pieces. Even for my kind of like petite height, it gives me that relaxed fit. And there's another style that has a cuff. Honestly, you cannot go wrong with any of these. I would say the Levi's denim is very sturdy, but it's probably the most kind of like rough and textured out of all of them. But that just means that it will last a really long time because you don't want too much elastic in your denim because it doesn't last very long. So those are my ride or die jeans. And then the next set of shops that I look for are kind of like mid-tier retail stores like Mango, Cause, Madewell, and other stories. So I love Cause normally because they're very simple and I go to them for kind of like, that capsule closet. I do have some sweaters from them that have held up really well. Their wool is actually very soft. Some wool is very scratchy, but for example, this one I've had for about maybe even 4 years and it still looks exactly the same as when I bought it. So I'm very impressed. They are typically more expensive but have great workmanship. And then for Mango is more fashionable. That's why I don't like buying it full price, because it's not that worth it full price. But with at least a 30% off, oh my gosh, if you're looking for kind of like shirts and thin sweaters and things that are more trendy, I always can find something there. But recently, I have loved Madewell bags and shoes. Oh my gosh, they are the most underrated like category because it is so good. I have these 2 bags that I got from Madewell, and they are 100% genuine suede. So normally suede bags, leather bags are very expensive. These, when they're on sale, are so worth it. It feels and looks like it's a high-end bag. So these are the things I will kind of happily purchase. And then this bag I think is just so cute. It's got a little magnetic latch and then opens up. But all of the quality from Madewell is so good. I also have a couple of leather belts from Madewell, and they're the only belts I own. I haven't dived into kind of like the clothing side of it as much as I have with the bags and the accessories. And then another brand that is highly worth looking into, like if you're into cashmere things, I think it's definitely a time for that, is Naadam. I talked about them in my other video as one of the places that you can get really good cashmere. I wear them to death. They just have really good and soft and premium quality. Love that. You can also look for Quince. Quince has good like kind of premium quality as well. But another interesting find is if you go onto Nordstrom Rack, the Nordstrom in-house brand also sells really good cashmere sweaters. Like for example, this is 100% cashmere. I would have to pay almost 3 to 5 times more for this if I just got it at like COS, for example. But at Nordstrom Rack, they have some of the best deals that you could ever look for. It's like not even worth shopping anywhere else sometimes, because especially for essentials. And then of course Macy's is great for that too. But literally clothing Black Friday, most of the retail stores will have like pretty good deals going on. So we will update, and if there's any other fashion brands that you're curious about that you want us to add onto our mega list sheet, please leave them in the comments below and we'll do that for you, because this list is for you guys. Remember how I was talking about Madewell? They are so comfortable, there's no breaking in. So these are the flats that I got. These are the suede Mary Jane loafers. They are the softest thing in the world. They actually have padding, so you know there's some support for the foot, and I can walk a whole day in these without feeling like I need to chop my foot off. So these are great. And then they also have like the most softest loafers. These are my absolute favorite. They go with everything and it makes my foot look really nice. These are nice and slim and tapered, but also comfortable. And then a couple years ago, I also got these leather pointed kitten heel boots from them. Perfect for winter and something just maybe like a little bit more dressy. And then if you're looking for some jackets, I'm always looking for a good jacket, but I don't buy them every year because they're super expensive. So once again, Black Friday is a great time. So I'll just show you. Macy's has like exclusive designs from popular brands. Like this is from Ralph Lauren and it's the cutest little plaid coat. It is so beautiful and it's exclusive, made for Macy's, and you can get this on sale. Look out for that. Exclusive designs at department stores. I think super worth it. Second. Also, I want to call out Ralph Lauren. I always wait for sales to buy sweaters, jackets, hoodies, whatever it is, because I love their materials, but it's normally quite expensive. I actually thrifted this in 2015. It's just such good quality. It's held up so well over the years, and if anything, it's gotten better, more slouchy, still super soft, and never kind of loses its real shape. So Ralph Lauren, wait for the deals. Then I think a good trench coat is really hard to find from And Other Stories, which is also where I like to peruse. Got this kind of more classic trench coat a couple of years ago from them, so you can find really good deals. I want to mention a very underrated jacket brand is DKNY. I have so many fantastic jackets, and they're actually like some of my favorite to wear because they're so soft. They do really cute designs with really soft kind of like faux fur. So if you're looking for something like that, I also got mine at Macy's, I think. Cute. And I have like a faux fur black, hooded coat that's so warm that I wear for 4 years now. It's so good. It's got like the biggest hood. Also DKNY. So anyway, just some of my collection. Now let's move on to home and appliances. Okay, this is my chill corner because it's got the comfy couch, but I want to mention this record player. It's something that I got this year, and Thomas and I really love listening to like jazz and just like songs. We actually really love musicals and things like that. So I wanted one of these for a while, but it's kind of like a nice to have. It's not something that I want to spend full price on, and so we waited it out until there was a sale. So this is the Audio-Technica record player that has Bluetooth, because some of you, if you're interested, you might not know, but like every record player needs to be hooked up with a separate speaker system. Other ones might have them inbuilt, like the Crosley. Those are kind of like the more entry level. This, I say, is a little bit higher than entry level. Like it's a legit brand that does actual record players. So that's why we got the one with Bluetooth, so that it can use the speaker from the TV as well. So Thomas and I are now starting our little record collection. This one's Leve. We actually just went to the Leve concert. She is amazing. I'm obsessed with her. So yeah. Moving over here, I want to quickly mention this bookshelf that I have. So I actually got it on Amazon, and it's an 8-tier bookshelf. It's not styled very aesthetically right now, but I just thought it was cool and an interesting find and very affordable. I love how there's like that curved detail, which is kind of the theme of everything that I love. I love curves, anything organic and like asymmetrical and just like earthy and natural looking. I didn't want a bookshelf that was very angular and square. It's actually very sturdy as well, super easy to put together. I do have to find a better way to kind of display. Maybe I'll like color code it or something, but that is not a priority right now. But that is this bookshelf. These are our little Jellycat reading friends. This one our friend found when we were in Hawaii because it looks just like Thomas. Look at this. So these are all like Thomas's reading buddies that look like him. Another essential that I think is really good to find are lamps. It's so important to set the ambience, especially at night. It's not just about the looks and aesthetic. It's also about like priming your brain to get ready to sleep. And so if you guys have issues with sleeping, warm colored lamps will lull your brain. It's like scientific. We talked to a sleep doctor. He confirmed this, so lamps are very important. And so I'll just share some of my favorite ones. So this one I got as kind of my like house gift to myself. And I was like, okay, if we get the house, then I will splurge on this. This is my little baby. She's from Lulu in Georgia from Sarah Sherman's collection. I love her. Everything she creates is amazing. It's feminine. It's soft. It's got that wave. Another lamp I love is one from IKEA, the Fado table lamp. And it's just a round sphere. It gives the room just a nice soft glow. And I used to have that on my bedside table, but now we moved it to right under the TV. Next one I have is from Hey. It's this beautiful kind of like origami pleated purple lamp, which runs on an LED. It's really good. They used to sell it at MoMA, but now I think I only found it at Design Within Reach. They have a few different sizes. This is the large one. And then I have this tall lantern lamp that I found from IKEA as well. So I have my eye on a lantern lamp from Noguchi, but we all know that is way too expensive. It is not in the budget for me right now. So I actually wanted to test test what a lantern light looks like in this room. And so I found this one at IKEA, super affordable. I think it was like $20 or something, but gives the same effect. And then another lantern lamp, because I love, you know, kind of like that Japandi look. The little gourd lamp is on my entry table and she is so cute. This is from MoMA. I saw that it was sold out right now, but you can actually get the same thing from Crate & Barrel. It's like it's exactly the same lamp. We have smart bulbs with all our lamps. So I also highly recommend you change to smart bulbs because then you can control it through your kind of smart home system. And we'll say, hey Google, turn on movie mode, and then all the lamps come on. Hey Google, movie mode. And then we just turn off the overhead lights. And honestly, oh, Google heard me. Yeah, lamps, super important. Okay, so we can't talk about home without talking about bedding. It's where we are most of the time that we're not at work or out, right? Self-care, bedding. And over the years, me and Thomas live mostly off of Parachute. Once we got our bedding from Parachute, we've never looked back, and we always save and wait for the Black Friday sales because they are generally very expensive. They just have such soft materials and they have great color selections. I do want to suggest kind of like my favorite types. So this one, I live and breathe for the winter. It is so soft on your skin. It feels like air. It's just like you want to snuggle in it at all times. I also got this like big kind of, it's almost like, I would say like a pregnancy pillow, but not really. It's like a big lumbar pillow. Softest thing ever, especially if you sleep on your side or you just want something to lean on when you read in bed. That is so good. And then this quilt. And then we also have the percale or the persal, which is kind of like a nicer crispy cotton. That one I also love as well. So we have around 3 to 4 sets that we rotate between. Parachute is also where Thomas and I get most of our towels. So the Parachute ones, this ribbed cotton is the softest, lightest, and snuggest towel you will ever use. So I very quickly, once I discovered this texture, replaced most of my other towels, and I have it in this resort pattern. There's also this sage green pattern and like a amber rust. They are so soft and really quick drying, which is important because you don't want your towels to smell. And then they also have this waffle weave towel that Thomas was interested in, but we regret this one because it snags onto things. So we got this in kind of like a body towel, but don't use it as much. And then all our sheets are here in different textures. But another towel brand, if you're curious, is Resore or Resor. They have this really interesting towel material that's called silverback technology, which is odor resistant and like bacteria resistant. This one's got like some silver polyester weaved into it, and I love this for like face or what have you. And the robes that you guys always ask about that I wear is the one in beige. Thomas has one in gray, and it's from Parachute as well. And you might think like, oh my god, you don't have to spend that much on bedding. And I will say I agree, but the thing is, if you can and if you like to, investing in the bedding is truly something, you don't have to get it now. It might be something that you work towards in the next couple of years. But over the years, when I buy, bedding from Amazon or just like other cottons, not to say they're like cheaper, but you can feel the difference because it traps in your sweat and your heat, and you have to wash it so often because it will smell. But with the better brands that actually look into the materials, it keeps your skin and your body breathable as you sleep, which means you sweat less and you get a better night's rest and it doesn't stink. So it's not just a matter of like, oh, branding or it's like expensive. You really want to trust in the place that you're getting your bedding is doing the work and finding the best kind of like material so that you can get the best sleep. So yeah, it wasn't something that was my priority in the least in my early 20s. It was definitely something like later 20s and 30 that I started, really kind of prioritizing. So yeah, that's just something I wanted to add. why not bring in Thomas, because he is the master of the kitchen and really the home. I take care of decor. He takes care of appliances. Right?
Operations. Yeah.
Operations. First machine is our coffee machine. So over the years, I have my Nespresso, which I've had for many, many years now, and also got another one after the other one went kaput. We also had the Breville coffee machine, both of which you have to get at Black Friday if you've been eyeing it, because it's about $100 off. So definitely if you're looking for like a coffee machine, coffee upgrade, whatever it is, this is the best time. I love my Nespresso. This is the Vertuo one. It has the bigger capsules and it's got crema. It's got a bunch of different like flavors. I love it. We actually recently sold our Breville and got a different one instead. This is the coffee machine that we have. We did not get this on Black Friday. However, I do also want to mention Facebook Marketplace. Don't discount that. Like if you are also looking for things, I will say look for Facebook Marketplace for like almost like new appliances as well, because you can find some good things there. So it's not always about the shops and sales. Facebook Marketplace, secondhand marketplace. Next thing we have is our convection oven. So remember my last video how I was saying Thomas and I used our air fryer to death. And then we were looking for an upgrade and we found this one. It's essentially an air fryer, an oven, a slow cooker, it reheats. So it's basically got everything. And because we don't like using our big oven all the time just to do like the most basic little things, like you can make cookies in here.
I bake cinnamon rolls in this.
Yeah. So actually it's perfect for, I guess, most people who aren't doing like a full on roasted pig. This also was a big ticket item, but we also waited for the sales to get it.
Yep.
Because these things are not cheap.
Okay, and then also we have one of my favorite appliances.
Pride and joy.
The stand mixer. We got this one last Black Friday. And then also at Target, they have more aesthetic colors if you prefer.
Yes, they do.
If you want a stand mixer, now's the time to get it.
And then if you have been following on for my drink videos, you would have seen my kettle and tea station. But I want to specifically mention the kettle.
We love this kettle. It's great.
Do we?
Well, one of us loves it more than the other. It's great for temperature control, especially if you're doing any kind of tea.
Yes, because this is a game changer kettle. You can determine the exact temperature of your water, which is very important for brewing black tea, green tea, flower teas, matcha, because they all need to be set at a specific temperature for you to get the optimal benefits.
Also, it heats up really quickly. We have an older model, so maybe it's even faster now. Who knows?
This is like first gen.
And then also, they don't just have a gooseneck model. They also have like a V-shaped spout, which is the one that I had. It pours a lot faster, but you can't do like pour over or anything delicate with. And also doesn't look as aesthetic.
Yes. I actually enjoy this very much because of how slow it comes out and is controlled. Thomas was like impatient for this. And so we were like fighting over it for a bit, like which one to keep.
I just want hot water.
Nah, I want to enjoy the moment. And of course I won. And so he sold his. Hello guys. Just got out of the shower and I thought I'd just quickly show you guys the skincare and beauty items that I've been using. So in the shower, I wash my face with my favorite cleanser and I'm so happy you guys are loving this one as well. This is the 3-in-1 Maybena cleanser pack. So it's got yuzu and honey in there and is so moisturizing, and you can actually use it as a mask. So I'll always use this in the shower, and I'm just about out of my second bottle. I have another one. This is the brand that I discovered when I was in Korea and brought it back to our store because I was like, I need this. And I've actually heard that they're gonna discontinue this. Like, I don't know when, but sometime in the future. So if you guys wanted to try this guy, if you love it, like, stock up on this before they just stop making it. I also want to say these two are my two favorite cleansers. As you can tell, I use them to death. This is so good at keeping my breakouts and acne in check, especially hormonal or just pustules, everything like that. Second step, this is the Haru Haru Wonder one that I've been using. I'm out. There's like barely a few drops left. I need to get another one, but very exciting news. We finally got this on the shop, and every year we do a special curation where I hand curate and hand select holiday kits with some of the most popular products that we've seen that you guys love, and just incorporate other products in there so that you can get 18 to 20% discount on these kits and bundles. And I actually got a chance to meet the CEO of Haru Haru Wonder finally. We nerded out over the products, and this is actually fermented for 400 hours. The black rice is fermented for 400 hours, and the healthy bacteria goes through a heating process, then a cooling process, and a heating process, and a cooling, all so that it can give you the benefits of this fermented black rice in a bottle. This, I'm really excited, is Super Egg's new moisturizer. So I went to her launch the other week. Like, look how pretty she is. It's called the Soft Strength Rich Resilience Cream. This might be one of my favorite consistencies of moisturizers ever. It's creamy, but not overly thick. It's silky, but not oily. And it leaves my skin feeling like a nice satin. It's just really like a hug on the face. She is expensive though. So Super Egg is known for their vegan egg and having all the benefits and the hydration of vegan egg. And just like, because I love hair care and we do have some, I think we have 3 different sets. I'm very excited that we finally launched this new hair care brand onto the store. It's called Refresh Moment, and they smell so good. I was testing this earlier in the year. I can't believe it's the end of year already, but I was testing this the beginning of the year, and then we found a place to get it. And so this is the Jeju Camellia. This smells so good. And this is Fig Fog. Both of them have a gel consistency. They're so pretty. It's just another very exciting addition to the shop. And my last obsession is actually this guy. I'm not just saying I love using this. I literally am obsessed with this tool. This is the Shark Facial Pro Glow. In my previous video, we did a collaboration with them, and I'm legitimately floored by how much I love this tool. I said I don't normally take a lot of sponsorships from tools, apart from Medicube, which I love. We have actually turned down a lot of different tools and LED masks because I am just unsure about them, but this, insane. I use it almost every day since I got it. This is the heating kind of gua sha inspired tool where there's 3 different modes of heat, and you just run it all over the face, but you can also run it down the neck and do kind of like a lymphatic drainage. I've never used a tool like this. Thomas also steals this from me and tries to get his own little self-care in all the time. And then if you want depuffing, like in the morning, you just use the cooling function. So it has 3 modes of cold. And if you have puffy under eyes, I actually use this when my skin gets little heat welts, and I put this over those areas and the red areas, and it legit goes down. Like the puffiness, the irritation of the kind of welts go down. I'm not even kidding. The main tool is actually this one. It's a kind of exfoliation tool where it sucks away the surface of your dead skin. And every time I use this as well, oh my gosh, it is night and day. My skin looks brightened, it's smooth, it's glowy. This is not sponsored, guys. I'm literally just sharing how much I have fallen in love with this. Just this tool, this one alone, I would say is worth it. I have a whole video on like how to use it, which we can link below, but that's essentially all my favorites. I'm still loving using the Salt Air body oil all over. So if you're interested in any of my other favorites, make sure you check out our special curated kits. We work really hard in forming them, and you can get around 20% off, so you can shop slowly, they'll be there. And so make sure you keep updated with our mega list so you know all the different codes that you can use when the sales are running. We'll do our best to update it as much as we can. Leave anything that you're curious about, brands or anything that I mentioned, in the comments below. And I hope you guys have a great night or day wherever you are, and I'll see you guys soon.